A very good morning to my dear 12th class computer science students. In previous lecture we have discussed the read function, the read line function and the read lines function of chapter 5 file handling. Today we will be discussing few important functions which are required to write in the data files. Okay. So in Python we use write and write lines function to write the data inside the data files. Read line and read lines function we have used to read the data from the data files that are available in Python, but today we'll be discussing the write functions that are required for writing the data in the Python files. Okay. So again we will need a file object, or we can say a file handle, as we have used in read functions, or with the open function also we have used. Okay, so let us start. First is your write function. So this function is basically dealing up in terms of string. Okay, whatever content the file handle will be writing up inside the file will be inside the will be accessed through the file handle only. Okay, and whatever data is being entered is in the form of string. But in read lines function it will write all the strings in the list. Okay, even in lists you can write, in the form of tuples you can write, or in the form of dictionary you will write. I'll be demonstrating all of these through the help of practical implementation, that how you can handle or enter the data in the file using lists, tuple and dictionaries. And here we will be dealing, means the write function is dealing basically with the string. Okay, so always we need to use this file handle along with this write function. Okay, and inside it whatever you are going to write inside the write function, whatever you are going to write as an argument will be written in your data files. Okay, so see beta, we will be writing with the help of write function, and whatever data you are passing inside this write function as an argument will be written inside the data file. Okay, in output you will not be able to see that, but when you will be opening up that data file you will be having that data inside that file. Okay, so see, if we want that this particular thing should be printed on the screen, so for that we have print function, but when we want to write something in our data file then we need to use this write function along with the file handle. Okay, if you are giving just print statement, that will be printing out the things on the screen when you are taking output, when you are running a Python program. But when you are running a Python program and you want that this thing should be printed in the data files, for that we should use write function or write lines function. Okay, when you want to write more than one lines, or you want to deal with the lists, dictionaries, tuples, then definitely you should go with write line functions. Okay, so whenever we are using this write and write lines function, we can use two types of mode basically. The write mode, for which we can use W, and we can use W plus also. We have discussed already the W plus and W. A is for the append mode, and we can use A plus mode also. So we can use different types of mode for appending a file. Appending is to add something to the file, and we must have the previous contents retained in the previous file. Okay, so write mode, when we are using, so previous existing file contents will be deleted, or we can say they will be overwritten. Okay, and if that file that you are trying to open using the W mode, if it is not existing, a new file will be created with the same name, and where it will be created by default in the same Python folder where actually that Python files are existing. Okay, similar is case with the append mode. If you want to add something new to the data, to the data file, then definitely append mode will help you. The previous contents will be retained and you will be able to add new data to your file. So I'll be giving both the modes, W mode and A mode, so that you may be able to differentiate that whenever we are trying to enter the data through W, what happens, and when we are trying to enter the data using this append mode, what happens in the file. Okay, so we can use these modes interchangeably whenever we need it. Okay, and according to our requirement, basically we can use them. Okay, so it is telling the same that when we are going to create a new file, the existing contents of the file will be overwritten when we are using W mode, and when we are working with the W plus mode, we can facilitate writing as well as reading the contents of the file. Okay, and one most important thing, whenever we are dealing with the W mode and append mode, because there we are going to write something, never forget to close the file. Along with the file handle, you need to use it. So if you are not closing the file, then definitely whatever contents you are trying to update will not be written inside that file. So if you want to check whether the contents have been written inside your file, you need to use this close function, then only the updations will be performed. Okay, always you need to work with the file handle dot close function, so it will close the current file on which you are working. Okay, so initially here if you want to enter the data, so let me do the practical so that you may have a clear cut idea. See, if we want to enter more than one data of the student, means we want to enter data of more than one student. So definitely for working with multiple values, we need to use for loop. Okay, and we will specify up to where it should go on. So after you have opened the file and you have created a file handle and the file has been opened in the write mode, so the name of the file is student.dat, and if this file will not be existing previously, then a new file will be created. Okay, so in this way what we can do, we can enter the data of one student, then second student, and whatever data you are entering, it will be written with the help of this write function inside that file using that file handle. And once the data has been written, you can close that particular file. Okay, so let us start the practical part. So I have written one program for you. So basically it will be we are working with the write mode. Okay, so firstly I have created a file handle f, and then I have used the open function, and this open function will be creating up student2.dat file in the write mode. Then what I have given a for loop, and it will take input for two students, and then I have used a variable name that is going to take the value of the name of the first student and then the second student also, and then we are using this write function to take whatever input it has taken to be written in the data file, that is student file. Okay, then f.write, what it will do, it will here inside it we have given /n. What the /n will do, the /n will take the data in the next line, because by default the write function does not put us a new line character as read function was doing. Okay, so whatever data has been written by the this particular write function, if we will not put /n here, so the same line will be continued up, and this class 12 will be written just after the name of the student. But we don't want that, we want that to be in the next line, so we have put this /n here. So let me save it and run it for you. So you can say it is asking me for the name of the student, so I am giving Ram. Then the second student name is Ram Singh. Okay, so after that when I'll be putting enter, now my output has been saved in the data file. You will not get this output. You can see that this write has been written. Whatever is being written, this was the input that you have passed, but whatever has been written using this write function is there available in the data file. I'll show you how. See, we have created a file with this write mode, and this write mode is actually writing up or creating up the student.dat file, that is where it is existing. Let me show. When you will click on open, so let me click on the all files. Okay, so I will show you. Name of my file is student, so you can see this student.file has been created in the same folder, and whatever name I have entered, Ram and class 12, you can see this input you have given, but this has been written in the file automatically. Why automatically? Because you have given the write function command here. Okay, then again the name I have given Ram Singh, and the class 12 has been written automatically. But what if I am not using this /n? Then what will happen? This class 12 will be written here only. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Rest will be discussing in the next lecture, so revise this concept, do this practical, and then we will be moving further. Thank you so much.